Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nightmare Toys podcast. We are on episode 78. I am Brian, and with me today is...
Christy. Hey.
And today we are
No big
talking
surprise.
about Play Dead,
Yeah.
which is a newer film. I guarantee a lot of people haven't heard about it. It kind of like went under the radar.
Yeah, I think so. Because I kind of posted and nobody
Yeah,
said anything. I think one person say, "Oh, I liked it," and commented, but nobody said anything.
Like, I think it had like a very quiet like theatrical release, like the New York, LA's, like they tend to do for some of these independent films, and then it was like pretty much straight to video,
Yeah.
or video on demand. And
I think I kind of did pique a few people's interest though, because then everybody's like, "Oh, Jerry O'Connell." You know, I think a lot of
we all
people
know who
like Jerry O'Connell is. Yeah.
And I think if people saw the face of Bailey Madison, they would recognize her from other stuff.
Yes. So, okay. I'm glad you said that because I didn't recognize I kind of recognized the name and I was just like, why do I know that name? When the movie started, I was like, oh, that's the girl from Bridge to Terabithia. My daughter watched that movie so much and I watched it with her. And I think it's a very cute movie. I like that movie. So
Well, I would say there is a connection to the movie. So,
there's a connection?
well, kind of.
What?
Wait,
To
so I'm
Bridge
going
to
to explain.
Terabithia?
Well, no, not that movie.
What movie?
So so the movie is directed by Patrick Lussier, who longtime film editor for Wes Craven. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we're talking New Nightmare, Scream 1 through 3, Curse, The Flight. He did Mighty Ducks 3. He even did Nightmare Cafe as an editor.
Yes, he did.
And then he went director, gave us the great My Bloody Valentine 3D. Mm-hmm. He did Drive Angry with Nicolas Cage. It's Nick Cage. And then one of the producers is Johan Roberts, who 47 Meters Down series, last year's Resident Evil movie, which I thought was great. Not a lot of people saw. But then he also did Strangers Pray at Night, which had Bailey Madison. She's the daughter.
She is. I keep forgetting that. Thank you, Brian. And I'm thinking, Terabithia.
Yeah. So, and then Johan also did one of the segments for this past VHS.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Movie. So, and then also producing the movie is Adam Hendricks and Greg Gilreath, who did Megan.
Mm-hmm. Love that. Okay, cool. A lot of good people on this.
Yeah, like the talent behind the movie, like it kind of shows. Like,
Yeah.
Because like when it first starts, you know, the Tubi Films goes across. I'm like, crap.
I know. And do you know that I was like, okay, so before we get started, we did rent this on Amazon for $4.99. Did you rent it on Amazon?
I rented it off Vudu, so it is on all the streaming platforms.
Was it the same price?
Yeah, it
or
was the same
price. Oh, okay. And but when it said Tubi on there, I was like, oh, is this on Tubi for free? We're sitting here reading it.
No, so
But
I guess
no.
Tubi is,
But it's not.
I guess Tubi is doing the same thing that Prime is doing, to where they'll put it in theaters first to see how it does, and then put it to streaming services before it goes on their platforms.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay.
So,
But yeah, new movie rented on for $4.99 on Amazon. It's about an hour and 46 minutes long.
kind of a long movie. Kind of dragged in some spots. Not terribly.
No, not terribly, but yeah, it was all right. It didn't bother me none though.
No,
Not
like,
that bad.
I think had the pacing been off, I would have lost my mind.
Yeah. I think it was a little bit slow at the beginning, but yet they're also trying to build a little bit of a story too. But yeah.
Yeah. So for the synopsis, when we rented it, it said a girl fakes her death to get into a morgue, only to find out that the caretaker isn't exactly, doing the uppity up.
Yeah. He's not. It's not
He's
just
not
dead bodies
kosher.
in this
Yeah.
morgue.
So, what they fail to tell you is the whole backstory of the movie, which is essentially her and her brother get evicted from their house because their father's life insurance never went in. Essentially, they said that his suicide was planned and it voided his life insurance. So the brother and the girl's boyfriend, I'm going to say.
Yes. Yes.
They come up with a plan to go rob a dispensary, and things go wrong, and then the boyfriend ends up getting shot, supposedly dead.
Right.
And
that was the only weird thing about the movie.
And the entire robbery plan was on his cell phone.
Well, it was on her brother's
or the brother's cell phone.
But he had the cell
it.
phone. The boyfriend had the brother's cell phone on him, though.
So the girl comes up with the idea to where they're going to go to, what is it? I think it was a veterinary clinic, to where she's going to get this shot that pretty much it slows your heartbeat to where you're legally
it was Adderall.
dead. Was it Adderall?
Yeah, they got Adderall.
So
it wasn't a veterinary. So it was like a type of Adderall. That's where the brother gets. It showed them getting his drugs from a lady, and that's obviously it seemed like that's his drug dealer too, because it sounded like he gotten stuff from her before.
Okay, because there was animal clinic signs.
Yeah,
him,
I think that's where the lady had worked.
Okay,
but but it was Adderall, and then the sister is also in criminology and forensics or something, so she knows about all this stuff. So, okay, continue.
Yeah, so then she ends up shooting herself with it, legally makes her deceased. And then she wakes up in the morgue.
But can we say how crazy that their plan is just to get a cell phone?
Their plan was very stupid.
This whole movie is based around this whole plan to get into the morgue just to get the cell phone, so the cops don't get the cell phone, so they don't incriminate her brother, so they can move on with their lives. Yeah. That's literally the whole thing.
That's the movie.
Right. But
then Jerry O'Connell comes in as
he's the coroner.
The coroner, and he kind of gave me like because he doesn't speak really until like halfway through the movie.
I paused it. You're right. I paused it to know it's 46 minutes into the movie, then he finally speaks.
So it kind of reminded me of Vinnie Jones in Midnight Meat Train, because Vinnie Jones doesn't talk like really at all in that movie.
Yeah, good point.
So it kind of gave me that vibe.
Yes.
So really, what he's doing as a coroner is he's harvesting organs from living people and selling them to really the highest bidder.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, that's basically what he's doing.
And the girl finds out, and then it becomes a cat and mouse game.
Right. And he's got this whole operation, though. It's like a huge operation he's got going on in the morgue.
Yeah. So, and he explains it to where, he's doing his purpose in life and weeding out the weak and giving it to those who are more fortunate for it.
Right. Yeah. That's
like
what
he had a code.
Yeah. So when I was watching this totally reminded me of another movie. A lot of people always ask me, give me a movie that I probably haven't heard of that you like. And I always tell people No Solicitors with Felissa Rose and Eric Roberts, who I had signed my DVD. It's a great movie. No one ever talks about it. No one knows about it, but it's just like this. But it's a family. It's a mom and dad, a brother and sister, but the brother and sister are adults, and they're all in the medical field. And in their basement, they look like the shiny, happy-go-lucky, perfect family. They're always smiling, but yet they're all sadistic and evil and everything. And they have live people that are on hospital beds that they're, keeping alive, but yet taking their body parts. And that's what that movie's about. So I was thinking about that movie. I was watching this. It's very similar, because when the girl goes into his office and sees like all his family portraits, again, he looks like he's got the perfect little family with the wife and the 2 kids, and everything's perfect.
Yeah, he has the daughter that calls him wild. He has the knife to the girl's throat.
So that's what I'm saying. He looks like the perfect little family, but he's not. He's actually very sadistic and a horrible person, and he's doing these crazy things so they can look like the perfect family. So it's kind of similar, a little bit different, but similar type movies. Go watch No Solicitors is what it's called. It's a good one. And Felissa produced it too. When I first met Felissa at Texas Frightmare, that's what I talked to her about, and she was very surprised about that, because no one was talking to her about that movie.
Everyone talks to her about Sleepaway.
Right. I always like to talk to actors about different movies than what everybody else is talking to them about. That's just me.
That's what I tend to do.
Yeah, you do too.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the movie. But yes, it reminded me of that movie No Solicitors, so I had to put that in there.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think. Like, the makeup effects is really well done in it.
Makeup was good. Do we want to talk about some of the kills? I
Yeah,
have some
we could
stuff
talk.
written.
Yeah, I mean, so what we have the cop in there that gets a nice tank to the head.
Yeah, well, I have that written down.
It-
What was it? Was that like
It was an oxygen tank.
Was that an oxygen?
Yeah.
Okay. So what he's saying, like, so she had an oxygen tank, and I have these dang things in my mouth, and I feel like I'm not talking right. She had this oxygen tank, and she cuts it off, and with the pressure, it flies and boom, right into the
Yep.
dude's face, and it gave me like kind of a moment.
Yeah, I looked at him like, oh man. But you know what? It was the cop's fault because he
Oh, yeah.
said drop the hammer.
Yes, he did.
So it was like perfect writing.
Yes, it was. That was a good moment. That was pretty cool, I thought too.
Yeah, so that, and then there's a scene where she takes a liquid nitrogen tank to Jerry O'Connell's face. It kind of reminded me, like, I was thinking it was going to be like Jason X, to where, like, the entire thing just explodes. But it ended up kind of being almost more like Waxworks, or House of Wax, to where you just see the skeleton, like,
Oh, yeah.
under it, and he's still alive.
But it's still kind of Jason X-ish though.
Yeah, because he gets his head slammed onto the
Right.
table,
Yeah, it was a table.
and he just comes up. So you get like half his face is like the skull and everything, which the makeup on that was amazing.
Yeah,
And
that was really
then
cool
He
looking.
just has his face, and he's like trying to talk, but he can't talk.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was really cool looking. I like Jerry O'Connell in there.
Yeah, it's very different for Jerry O'Connell.
It is, and that's why I think I like
Like-
it. I
like
like
he's-
him being sadistic.
Like, he's done movies to where he's been a complete jerk or
Right.
asshole-ish.
Right.
But this one, very sadistic.
Yeah, and like, I was okay with him not talking for a while. I mean, eventually I was like, okay, are you gonna talk? But I was okay with it because his blank, mean, like, he just has this mean, like, looking face to him anyway, just his blank
Yeah.
stare. Just that was just scary anyway.
Yeah, his
without him
mannerisms.
without him even talking. So. I thought he did a fantastic job in this, being a coroner and everything that had happened with him. I really want to see him do some more horror movies.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Scream 2,
He was in Scream 2 as the boyfriend.
right?
He was in Piranha 3D.
Piranha 3D.
He was one called, what was it? Deep Murder, I think.
Okay.
To where it was pretty much, he was like a porn producer or something,
Oh,
and everyone was getting killed in the house.
okay. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, so that was a pretty good one. But yeah, he mainly kind of,
But he's always like the other actor, like a
yeah,
supporting actor.
he's not like the leading
Right.
guy. So it was good to see him in like a leading
Yeah.
role.
I agree with you. And I want to see it again. I want to
Yeah.
see him do some more evil stuff. I thought, and I liked Bailey Madison too. It was nice to see her. I haven't paid. I guess I never paid attention to her being the one in Strangers. I guess that just never clicked. But it was nice seeing her, older, and doing something like this. But I feel like, if it wasn't Jerry O'Connell, like if it wasn't somebody that we didn't know, like if it was somebody that we didn't know, I don't know if it would have worked as well though. Do you?
I don't know, cause like
If
a
it
movie
was just like a no-name person
a
playing
movie
the
like
coroner,
this, it all depends on how their mannerisms are.
Right.
Like, because Jerry had like the little like his facial expressions sometimes like jerked a certain way, or kind of like had like a little, like, I don't want to say wink, but like a twitch.
yeah,
So I think it wouldn't have mattered who the actor was, as long as like they could perform.
as long as they can just pull it off.
Yeah, pull
Like,
it
yeah.
off.
But it
But it
It's still-
helps.
yeah.
It helps that, because Jerry O'Connell from like more comedy stuff. So you're like, oh, well, this is something different.
right.
I would say now the guy's like a talk show host for The View. So
Yeah, even when you see interviews and stuff with him, he's just smiley
Yeah.
and just this. In this, he is just a complete opposite. So if you're a Jerry O'Connell fan, highly suggest the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody did good though. I didn't think that there was any bad acting in it whatsoever. I don't know. I don't know don't know. I liked all the kills. There was another moment too, where she was tied down on the gurney or whatever, the hospital bed or whatever it was, and she got one of those saws, that they use for bones, the skull or your rib cage or something, and she was what she was wanting to do was, saw off the strap that was around her wrist. That was a moment because
not only that, but the scalpel before that, which I'm like, she's gonna stab herself or something,
right? And then like with the saw, like she's going to do it and she just nicks herself, and I'm just like, oh, it was another one of those moments like, oh. That's but she was a brave girl in this movie. She went through a lot of stuff and really put up a good fight.
Yeah, and considering she was kind of drugged through most of the movie, like she was still like the camera like shows her like like her view of stuff, and it's all blurry and stuff.
Yeah, because she's still
she's still groggy.
But boy, she loves her brother. I mean, really, if you think about it, just to go through all of this and what she went through just to get a cell phone. I mean, I get why you're getting the cell phone.
Yeah.
You don't want your brother to get into trouble, but wow. And the plan that they come up with, I was going to say earlier, I mean, and it worked, because when she shot herself up, he left her underneath a bridge like she's just some homeless drug addict person.
Yeah.
That's what they were wanting people to think when she was just lying there on a sidewalk. That's what they did. And then the next thing you know, she's in obviously somebody was like, oh, there's a dead girl here, let's get her, and then she's in the morgue. But yeah, that worked. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it was, and then I mean they have the scene where while she's like trying to cut herself off, O'Connell's just there like prepping the other girl that was deceased, like washing her up and getting her ready.
And then there was moments where he was on the intercom and he's like, as they're running around through the morgue trying to, do this, do that, he's on an intercom like taunting them. So yeah, I know, I thought it was pretty good. It was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
I give it a 7 out of 10. What about you?
I would give it a 6.
6?
Yeah.
All right. I'm giving it a 7, I think also too, because compared to some of the other movies I watched too. That was probably the best one. Play Dead. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, like I would say definitely give it a watch.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think it was worth the $4.99 if you want to go ahead and watch it now. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would buy it for like my collection. But,
no, I don't.
But
think
I mean, like
will.
if it was like streaming or something, like I would watch it again.
Yeah.
Like if it goes on whenever it goes on Tubi, I'm sure I would watch it again, play it here in the store or whatnot.
Yeah, I would definitely watch it again, but no, I don't think I would. I don't like it enough to where I actually really want to get it in my collection, kind of a thing. But I thought it was great, and not a lot of people are talking about it. So I think that's all I wrote down. Oh, I was going to talk about this little editing moment that I noticed right at the very end. I put phone and question mark. Okay, did you see this? And I hope I'm not like being insane. Okay, so this might be a little bit of a spoiler. Just saying. So when he's got the guy, the brother has his phone, and then the other guy has his phone, and they're showing the bank accounts, right, to know that the money transferred, right? So his brother has his phone. The next shot is the sister giving him his phone outside.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yep, I did. I was like, huh? But he just had it because they were comparing, making sure the bank accounts.
Well, see, this is what I noticed.
So that was a little editing moment I thought went right.
Well, see, this is what I noticed, is that Gerald Connell uses the boyfriend to open up the phone because it's facial recognition.
Right.
So how would the brother be able to open the phone if it's facial recognition?
No. Wait a minute. You're somewhat right. The phone is actually the brother's phone. So how is the facial recognition happening for the boyfriend then?
Yeah.
Good point. Just thought about that too.
So And then I thought you were going to say like the money was different on the phone.
No.
Which it kind of did look like the money transfer was different on the phone.
No, he had his phone, and then the next shot is like, well, here's your phone. I got your phone for you still.
Yeah.
After all this shit we just went through, here's your phone. I'm like, he just had his phone, though.
Maybe he has multiple phones.
Well, then they didn't need to go through that entire thing if he had multiple. Well, yes, they did.
Yeah, they did,
It was on
'cause
one
it
phone.
was on the one.
The robbery
Yeah.
was on one phone. But yeah, you're right, too. It was the brother's phone, but yet he used the facial recognition on the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little bit of a problem. But other than those little tiny things, it was great.
It was a fun movie.
And yeah, you'll see the boyfriend has more of a role in it and all that. Don't want to spoil everything.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, there's some twists and turns throughout it.
Yeah, there are. It's a big cat and mouse game
Mm-hmm.
in this morgue, so.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, when I was first watching, I'm like, oh, that seems kind of more like a thriller. And then you get, like, halfway through, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is where the horror part is.
I was thinking the same thing. No, I was with you. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, maybe it's more of a thriller. And again, like, throughout some of the beginning, it is a little slow, I thought. But, they're building a story, so okay. All right. Well, is that it for Playdate?
Yeah, I think that's
Is that all
pretty
you got to
much it.
say
Yeah.
about that? All right. Well, y'all go rent that on Amazon for $4.99 or Vudu or wherever you can rent it. Or just wait for it to be free. Whatever. But we do recommend it. So next week's podcast, I guess we're going to do Tremors.
Yes. Tremors.
Tremors? All right. So
Because, I mean, it takes place here in Nevada,
right.
technically.
So next week we'll talk about Tremors and Texas Frightmare because we will be going to Texas
be at
Frightmare
Frightmare.
next weekend, Memorial Day weekend.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
A new venue. So,
The Irving Convention Center
Yeah, so-
in Dallas.
I'm wondering how packed it's going to be, though. That's
It's
the
going to
only
be packed.
That's the only thing I'm wondering. But all right, so we're out of the hotel, but now how many more tickets do they sell to make it even more packed?
Right. I know, because all those people would have fit nicely into that convention center.
Yeah.
Nicely. So we could all breathe and... Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're
So-
about to find out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I mean everyone's on the same floor, so it's not like you gotta go different rooms or down a hallway or.
It'll be more spread out, though.
It will. So I'm assuming the lines will be somewhat more manageable.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
We'll see.
we'll see how Carpenters goes.
Yep. We are booth 315. So if you're going to Texas Frightmare, come see us. Booth 315. We have a big booth this year. It's not like the past couple years. We have a bigger booth this year, thank God.
Yes.
And Brian will be there, Philip and Dylan. We're all four of us will be there. Right?
Yep.
All four of us will be there. I've got some new 8x10s I'm bringing for everybody to get autographed if you want one of those. Totally different pictures from what I've had before. And then we're also bringing the Valentine Bluffs Blu-rays and DVDs. So you'll get to see all of us, meet all of us from Valentine Bluffs. I know Chuck Ryan, who played the Miner. He will be at Texas Frightmare. So he's said he's going to be doing a Miner cosplay and some other cosplays too. So I told him to make sure when he's the Miner, he comes by the booth and we do pictures and he can come hang out with us for a little while. So you can come join us, the Valentine Bluffs cast, over at the Nightmare Toys booth. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We'll have those and we can autograph those for you. We've got a lot of good merch that we're bringing.
Yeah.
You've been...
It's pretty much going to pertain more to the people that are there.
right.
So I kind of planned it that way. I mean, we'll still have our stuff that for people that aren't there, but majority of it is stuff for people that are there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so people can have stuff signed and everything.
Yeah.
I like doing
So-
that. And our shirts and stuff.
And our shirts, and then but then we'll have some other stuff. Like we have the Chucky skulls that we're bringing some Chucky dolls with us. Trying to think. We're going to try these blind bags there
Oh, okay.
because they do really well for us here in the store. So I'm like,
Yeah.
let's see what they do there.
Yeah,
So-
I think so. Yeah, blind bags, stickers, shirts, all that do really well in the store.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool.
Yeah. So and then there's some other stuff. I mean, we still got the Funkos and NECA figures, and we're somewhat loaded up with the Tots figures. Somewhat. I should say.
I know.
But we will have all the House of Thousand Corpse figures. We have a good amount of the Art the Clown 5-inch figure, the color changer one.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have all those there. The 12-inch Myers figures, we'll have all those. We'll have the Tarman figure. So
Yeah, we'll have some good stuff.
yeah,
It'll be fun.
So we have the Myers masks, the 78, the 2018 kills, and got killer clown masks. Hopefully Art the Clown masks if they get here this week.
Yeah, we're waiting on stuff
So
too.
I'm waiting on those to show up.
I'm not sure. It has not been confirmed by Dylan, but Dylan may have some rehauled Myers masks he's bringing too.
Yeah, I was talking to him about that. So
I
he may
think he is he?
he said he may try to have some of those or just masks of his in general.
Okay. Yeah.
So I gotta still get the display pieces for him to set on top of the road cases to display the masks, but I think he's gonna bring a few extra ones just to see if he could sell them.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Who are you excited to meet for Texas Frightmare?
I have no idea. Like with how things have been, I may just be at the booth the entire time. Like this came up so fast. Normally I like plan ahead, but it seems like every convention we go to now, prices are insanely increasing.
Well, prices are increasing on everything in life.
Yes.
So,
but I mean,
yeah.
even with autographs, I mean, like some of these people we've seen, there numerous times, but their prices have gone up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, I really don't want to spend extra money.
I think all I'm going to do is just some of the Christine people, because I do have a Christine autograph. Yes, there's a Christine autograph. I got it at Whorehound 2019, and they had the Christine car there, and you can get like the picture of Christine, and then it has like a tire mark on it, which is her autograph.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really long. It's a weird size though, type picture, but this is perfect time for me to at least get the some autographs on it though, and I can frame it for myself and put it in my collection, because I'm not really doing much with the photo at the moment. So
yeah, I
think that'd be a good idea.
I think if I do anything, I'd probably just hit up the Arrow booth like normal.
Oh well, we're definitely doing.
Yeah,
Brian, wait a minute here. Me, you, and Dylan, damn well, before the convention even starts and they open the doors on Friday, because this is what we do. Me, you, and Dylan go and hoard all of the movie booths. Arrow, Severin, Vinegar, who's ever there, and get whatever movies we want. We go sit back down, and we're all happy while everybody else storms in.
Yeah, I have to look and see what Arrow has put out lately. Like, I really haven't been paying attention.
Everybody's been putting out some really good stuff.
Yeah.
I can't recall which particular movies, but I've seen, and this is just other companies too, but I've seen a lot of really good 4Ks coming out all over the place from different companies all over. There's a lot of good 4Ks coming out.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what's around.
Yeah.
And be smart about it.
Yeah, we're gonna get movies.
Yeah.
That's a given.
But yeah, I mean, like there really wasn't like a main person I wanted to see there.
Me neither.
Like I would have thought, oh yeah, John Carpenter, just so I could shake his hand. But I'm like, no.
I would do it.
The line itself, I never would have been at the booth.
I don't know what that was, but we had a weird noise happen. What was that?
We got ghosts in here.
We got stuff falling.
We got ghosts.
But yeah, there wasn't really a big main person either. Of course, John Carpenter, but we're working.
Yeah.
We can't leave the booth that long.
And that's the thing. It's like, I thought, oh, maybe I'll get the rest of the Sleepaway cast on my poster, but I'm like, probably shouldn't. I mean, because even then, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, well,
because
yeah.
there was like 5 of them. I did see Dave Sheridan was going to be there now Friday only
Oh, okay, cool.
to see, and he's going to see how he feels and everything, and then maybe be there the rest of the week.
Okay.
And then our buddy Drew is going to be there,
Yes, he is.
so I may go bug him for something. I'm sure there's something of his that I don't have yet.
I don't know, but he posted the other day. We're talking about Drew Marvick. He posted just the other day, like an 8x10 from the Murder Size movie in his outfit, and he said he was going to have that 8x10 at his table at Texas Frightmare, and I so hope you are, Drew, because I want one of those. So that might be something new. Drew in an 80s exercise outfit and leotard. I love it. That should be a good time. We always have a good time at Texas.
Yeah, it's always a
We've
fun
been
time.
going, or I've been going since 2018, and I think you've been going since 2017,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, can't wait for that. So we got that coming up, and then we have June 3rd. We've got Christina Lease from Child's Play 2, Chucky, 90210. You know her as Kyle or Emily Valentine. I like both. She'll be here June 3rd from 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
1 to 4. So come on out. If you were here for the Alex Vincent signing and you had a bunch of Chucky stuff signed, come back. Come get Christine to sign everything now. So that'll be a good time. So we'll be here for that. What else? What else we got going on? Memorial Day weekend sale.
Sale, 15% off sale, Friday through Monday.
Friday through Monday, in-store and online.
Yes.
So that'll be happening while we're gone. We hired a new employee.
We hired a new employee.
Her name is Nikki.
Yep.
She goes by, I think, Nikki Nightmare on Instagram is what she's doing.
Nikki 702 Nightmare.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 'cause it
And then there's
was
Nightmare
funny.
in there.
It was funny watching her trying to find a name that worked, because every single one she put in was taken.
But she's awesome. So she
She's
just
very
started.
very nice.
So
She-
her and Joseph will be here that whole weekend while the rest of us are gone.
Yep.
Did you want to add something?
No, I would
Oh,
say.
okay.
I mean, she's already picked up so much here. So
Yeah, I think she already had retail experience.
yeah, a lot of retail.
And she's a big horror fan too, so she fits in nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that'd be fun. Got her here. Let's see. Christina Lease. What else we got going on? The Memorial Day sale. I think that's really about it for right now.
For right now, yeah. I know we got other stuff later this summer. But
Yes.
we'll get to
We'll,
that
we'll
later.
get to that later, though. But yeah. So let's talk about some products, Brian.
All right. So we got in the Halloween 2 112 figure. We do not have many left. Actually, by the time this goes out, we may be sold out. I don't know yet. There's only 8 left as we're recording.
Can I
this.
talk about that real
Yeah.
quick? We've done several videos on the on this figure. I've kind of exhausted it, which we're about sold out, so that's
Yeah,
good.
we're about sold out.
I have my own videos and pictures on my Instagram. I put them on, I think I put them on Snapchat and Twitter too. And then Nightmare Toys has done their own videos. Philip had did a full video with it. It's on our YouTube. And we did another little video for Instagram. I want to say one thing about the product. I love the product. I think it's great. It comes with so many different accessories. You've got a hammer and a knife and a scalpel.
The
you even
syringe.
got a syringe. You even got a hand that already has a scalpel in it too as well. You get the Ben Tramer head and the Blood Tears head. I know when I was posting, a lot of people kind of said something about like the regular head, just the regular Michael Myers mask head one. Just put the Blood Tears head on.
We don't make the product.
We don't make the product. But what I'm trying to say is, being a collector, I agree. I didn't think that one head, just the one head, everything else in that is fantastic. You even get a stand that says Halloween 2, and you get all this stuff with it. So, I mean, I get it, y'all. Okay, I understand what y'all are saying as a collector. Just put the Blood Tears head on it, or the Ben Tramer head. Why not? Why just have the regular old head on it anyway?
Because this one already has the bullet holes. Ben Tramer doesn't have bullet holes. He's just flamed up.
Well, anyway. Well, I like the Ben Tramer. No one ever just does a Ben Tramer figure, and now we can have one with the Ben Tramer head on them.
The NECA one came
Oh,
with the Ben
yes,
Tramer
NECA does
mask.
too. I forgot.
So,
But yes.
and I will say the box is very
It's small.
smaller compared
It's
to
not
those.
big.
So like these are the boxes that they used to come in. So you could kind of tell the difference, but the figure is the same size.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
everything's the same.
I would say if anything, even as a collector, I prefer the small box.
Yeah, I do too.
Because it fits on a shelf better. You don't gotta deal with adjusting shelves or anything.
But are we going to keep it in there?
Well, with mine, I put the boxes behind it and then
do
the
you?
figure
in front?
it.
Okay, yeah, I do that sometimes too. Okay.
So, I mean, something like kind of this size, it's kind of harder.
It can take up more room.
Yeah, it takes up more room because actually.
Well, it's also friendly to us too for shipping.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it is friendlier for shipping.
Yes.
But yeah, I think I
Turn it around so they can see. I don't know if does it show the accessories on the back?
no,
It doesn't? Oh,
no.
okay.
I will say, and that's maybe the only downfall I have with these newer boxes. There's no window.
Yeah.
You have to physically take it out of the package to see,
Really see
everything,
everything.
whereas the other ones just had the sleeve that you could pull up and still take a look at. These
Right.
you can't.
Yeah, you can't do that. And I thought it had the pictures of the accessories on the old boxes.
Yeah, the old box has the
Yeah,
pictures of the
okay.
accessories
That's
and
what I
everything.
thought, but that one
These-
doesn't. Okay.
Maybe it's just with this one.
Well, we have plenty of videos out there. Like
Yeah.
I said, there's some on mine. There's some on Nightmare Toys that we showed all the accessories. I think it's an awesome figure. Yes, it took Mezco a long while to get it to us. We've been waiting 2-3 years for this. 2 years.
2 years. We're still waiting on the leather faces.
Yes, we are. I know somebody commented on that on the Twitter. I was like, "Hun, I know we're still waiting too."
Sure.
But I think it's fantastic if you're a Myers fan. It's a great figure. I love it. Coveralls look really cool too.
hmm Yeah, I was
And
at
it's $100. I don't know who the hell wants to put a comment on our Instagram and say $400. Where the hell are you getting $400 at? Who the hell said it $400? It's $100 product. Ugh. Anyway, shoes.
shoes. So, if you've been into the store, you've seen our shoe section. A lot of people don't know that we sell them on the website too.
Yes. Online and in store. Shoes.
So these are some of the different styles we have. So like we have what are called crypts. We have a few different designs. This is just the newer one that we got in recently.
Is it from Strange Cult?
It is. All these are from Strange Cult. So most of them have spider webs on them. These have like bats on them.
And then we have tons of flats. There's different
Yeah.
types of flats, and we have different types of flip flops as well. There's different styles.
I would say there's slippers
and slippers, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're adding more and more shoes as we go on too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really gonna get into the shoes and the clothing. It just sells really well for
Yeah.
us. And it's something different. And I believe, maybe we might start bringing some shoes to conventions at some point too.
Mhm. Yeah, that's something we've talked about because
Yeah, we've
they
been talking
do
about that.
really well. So I try my best to order as much as I can with what's available.
Right.
A lot of, I mean, it's to the point to where we're now having issues getting certain sizes in because they're on back order. But normally what happens is, whatever has sold the week before, I reorder up on Monday. We'll normally get it that Wednesday. So if there's a size that you don't see, odds are we'll have it restocked in like a week.
Yeah, Brian does orders on everything every Monday. That's like his thing on Mondays.
Yes.
Ordering.
Yes.
And we did a lot of ordering on Monday because this past weekend was the Sick New World concert. And I would like to say, and I know Brian would too, thank you to everybody that came in to see us this past weekend that was here for the concert, or anybody that just came in, even if you weren't here for the concert. We were so busy.
Both here in the cafe.
Yes, both businesses just slammed. You had to have a reservation this past weekend for the restaurant. I mean, otherwise you almost weren't going to get in. And the store was just packed. I came here on Mother's Day, and I did work on Mother's Day, and I bagged stuff up all day long, did I not?
You did. It was busy to where I had to come back.
And it was busy to where he had to come into work too, and it's his day off. Yeah, we were very busy. But thank you very much for everybody that came in.
Still coming. People are saying that they're coming back in the fall for the When We Were Young tour.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because it's Sim promoter, so they're like, "Yep, we're going to be back." I'm like, "Great."
And this weekend is EDC here in Vegas. And then next weekend is Memorial Day weekend, so we should have some really busy weekends the next few weekends. I want to say this. So just coming in Sunday, I know you said that Friday was insane, and then Saturday was still busy, but that was the day everybody was at the concert.
Yeah, it was our normal Saturday.
Yeah, it was a normal busy Saturday, but Friday and Sunday were like insane.
Yep.
2 things I want to say. Number 1. We now know that we need 2 registers open when this kind of a thing happens. So we're working on getting 2 registers open. I apologize for anybody who had to wait in line to purchase, but I believe everybody was happy and didn't mind it. I hope so, but I do apologize for that. We just didn't realize we would be that busy, so we only had 1 register open.
It's learning experience.
But I know, we're still learning things too, but we managed, and everybody I think was happy. I hope so. If we made you mad, I'm very sorry. Same thing with the restaurant. We were just so busy. I know if maybe 1 or 2 people might have gotten up and walked out because they didn't want to wait for their food. We're sorry, but we can only do so much. And when you come in, you do see that it's extremely busy, and it's not, it's going to take a minute for food. We're not fast food. We're not McDonald's or Taco Bell. So it's going to take a minute. So you're there for the experience, the whole experience, for, the shop and being around people that are like-minded like you, and the music and the movies we got playing. They're there for the whole experience. So I'm very sorry if anybody had to wait or left or were upset or anything, but we were extremely busy that we just didn't know we were going to be busy for. We now know for next year.
Yeah, it was
fun though. It was a great
like
weekend.
That storm, like they say it's coming, but
yeah,
and then it hits and you're like, oh, okay.
But it was great. I mean,
it was a fun weekend.
It was.
Everyone was super nice. Everyone loved the store and the cafe.
Yep, I was going to say that too. Thank you, Brian.
So thank you to everyone.
Yeah, thank you. I also too, and I'm just weird, but I thoroughly enjoyed looking at what everybody was wearing. Everybody was wearing, all the girls were wearing, cute outfits and cute shoes and being all cute, and all the guys were wearing really cool horror shirts, and so I do that at conventions. I'm just looking at what everybody's wearing. That's what I'm doing, and then I do that in my store, too, when we get busy or whatever. I'm just looking at what everybody's wearing. I'm so weird like that, but everybody looked very cute, so just saying. There was this one girl. I have to say, there was one girl that had these see-through bell-bottomy mesh type pants on, and they were see-through, all the way see-through, if you know what I mean. Just had some skulls on them. She was rocking those fucking pants, and those pants were so cute, but she was rocking those pants. Just saying. So if you were the girl wearing the skull pants and I told you that you looked really cute in the pants, you did.
Yeah. There's a lot of girls that came in with bikini tops Friday. It was a good day.
Yeah.
It was a good day.
Yeah, everybody looked stylish.
Yes,
everybody looked great.
Everyone was respectable. With
everybody was
everything.
Respectable. Everything was great. The whole weekend was fantastic. So, thank you everybody for coming out.
Yes, it was easily one of our best non-convention weekends.
Yes, it was. Yeah, we had a phenomenal weekend.
Yeah.
So tons of ordering.
Yeah. I ordered a lot.
Yeah, I know. Our shirts, man. We cannot keep shirts in stock. People are getting 3-4 shirts at a time.
Yeah,
I mean.
Yeah, I don't even want to tell you how much I ordered with shirts.
I already know.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I already know.
Literally between the shirts, the shoes,
jewelry, stickers. Man, stickers. We all love stickers.
Patches, some knives.
Like our sticker order, like the price of our sticker order is kind of insane.
Yeah.
But it's needed.
Yeah, I got some pins and stuff I still gotta order.
Yeah.
Still trying to play catch up. I mean, a lot of it is ordered. Now it's just a matter of getting it in to fill everything back up. But
we've kind of figured out what everybody likes, like what everybody's pretty much buying when they come in. You know, and everybody's here, you know, being a tourist. So, you know, like you said, stickers, patches, little blind bags, T-shirts, all that kind of stuff people love. It's touristy type stuff. It's small stuff you can throw in your bag.
Yeah, which we are working on stuff just for us as a tourist thing.
We showed those.
I would say we have patches and keychains.
Nightmare Toys ones.
For Nightmare Toys. We are working on getting poker chips made. And the guy who does our knives now, I'm getting custom knives done with our logos on them.
Oh, okay.
So I'm waiting for those to come in. Obviously, they're display only knives because they're painted and everything. But there are knives that I will begin to where they're laser etched in and you can physically use.
Well, we're going to have all kinds of different types of knives from different types of artists.
Yes, there's so much stuff.
Because we still also carry Killer Art.
Killer Art,
too.
yeah.
And we like to get his stuff whenever we see him at a convention, and we just hoard all his stuff.
Yeah, his stuff is definitely more display based because they come in the boxes and everything.
Yeah.
Where these knives, they're cheaper end because they just sit on a stand. Which
that way
some people actually prefer it that way.
Right. I mean, it's preference. It's, you know, what you can spend, you know.
Yes.
So let's say, hey, you know, I'm a collector. Hey, I want this knife, but it's like, you know, however X amount of money, but yet they have another one that's still the same idea, but a little bit cheaper. So, you know, we have to have the different types.
Them both.
Yeah, you got to have the different types for everybody's preference and everybody's, you know, range, you know, their money range or whatever you want to say.
Yeah, so they definitely wiped me out of the canvases over the weekend.
Yeah, canvases are art prints. The canvases are going crazy.
So the canvases are reordered. They are being shipped. They should be here today, tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'll have like 30 more canvases for sale. Those are unfortunately in store only, mainly because I can't ship them. Like, if they get destroyed, I can't do anything.
Yeah, we can't do nothing. So
that's why they're in store only.
So there are, just saying for anybody who does visit our store, there are several products that we have in store only that's not on the website.
Yes.
And that is some of our shirts. Not all of them, but some of them.
Some of them.
The canvas art.
Yeah.
What else is there?
We have posters, but we cannot ship them framed.
Right.
So we do have like the movie posters and everything. They're on our site. They just come rolled up,
right? Yeah,
in the sleeves. Just because if the frame breaks, I can't do anything for you.
Right. So, but we do offer some in a frame.
Yeah. So
here in the store.
Yeah, here are framed in store. So a lot of people have been buying them framed, which is amazing.
Yeah. So the posters have been doing really well.
So and then I will say for the posters, there are some designs for the canvases that I had made into prints for us for Frightmare.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, and they're very cool. So one will be Art the Clown, and the other one will be Halloween.
Ooh, y'all.
So we have 10 of each print that will be available at the booth for Frightmare.
And if people see those, I'm sure they'll be all gone
and
Friday.
They'll be gone. Yes.
So please come by our booth 315. Texas Frightmare, come get a print. You know you want one.
Yes.
That'd be something different to get signed.
They're very cool prints.
Yeah.
These are not ones you're finding in stores, online, on all these different sites.
Something different.
These are, like, unless you got them through the artist himself, you're not getting it.
Right. Yeah, I keep wanting to do, and so does Philip, I think we all do, just keep wanting to get products or do things that are just different from what everybody else is doing. That's where I try to keep Nightmare Toys one step ahead.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
With this stuff. So I guess not this convention, but the convention after, it's gonna be a whole different set up.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we have some things up our sleeve. Yes, we do. I think that's really about it then, right, Brian? I don't think we have much of anything else going on. Yep. I think that's it.
Yep.
Well, there's your Nightmare podcast this week. Go watch Play Dead. You can rent it on Amazon. You said Vudu.
Whatever streaming.
$4.99. We both recommend it. Great movie. We will see you at Texas Frightmare if you're going there. If not, we will be having our Memorial Day weekend sale in store online. And then Christina Lease will be here June 3rd from 1 to 4. So come check us out that day. And next week we'll talk about Tremors and Texas Frightmare.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.